Hello everyone. I'm back in People's Voice. Again, we will give it a try for one more time and see if it works because there is some network issue that he cannot go live. But I promise you all, if not today, maybe later on we will try to connect with him and enlighten you on brand management topic. He apologized for such delays and this network issue which is hand. Yay! I'm so happy.
Hello.
Hi, Avira.
Finally. How's
Finally.
everyone? Fine.
Abhinav,
Yeah.
is my voice?
Yeah, it's okay. In
Oh, okay.
between, there's a yeah.
Because it's a bit distracting. I hope we did not continue for some time.
Yeah, it's a little bit breaking in a minute.
It's
Am I
fine. You
audible?
can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, you're good. Good.
Okay.
Oh, you-
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
Wasting any more time, let me introduce you. Abhinav Dharwal. Abhinav is a brand manager responsible for merchandising expansion in emerging markets. So about in last 8 years, he has fashion retail in MENA region, like Ashaya, functions like merchandising. He's also working at Next and by qualification MBA from IIM. He is also a vlogger, traveler, explorer. Strongly believes that people in everything. Immense pleasure to have Wala in people's.
Thank you so much. And first of all, Ramadan Kareem. It's very commendable, and I want to congratulate you for coming up with this inspiring and value-adding sessions. I've been following you, and I've been watching all your sessions, and it's wonderful. So keep it up,
Thank you.
and thank you for such a good introduction. I'm sure if I try to start to introduce you, it would be much longer. But I can tell you, I can tell my all audience who doesn't know Nasima. Nasima is a very good friend of mine from Toastmaster Kuwait, and has held PR relationship officers for district level as well. And today our session is going to be about brand management. So let's continue with that.
Thank you, Javina, for your thoughts. Let me the part. I would like to begin with fashion retail works. Can be differentiated the industry.
Yeah. Thank you, Nasima. So, to put things in perspective, let's first define what is a fashion retail, because most people won't know like what exactly goes behind the doors. So, I'm sure everyone would have gone to a mall, and they would be familiar with brands like Zara, H&M, Next, this kind of clothing brands. So, when we talk about fashion retail per se, it deals with clothing, accessories, footwear, and also some cosmetic brands like MAC and Sephora. Okay, so that's the broad definition of fashion retail. And when I talk about how is it different than other kind of retail, so for example, we have FMCG, or we have electronics, which is like TV and refrigerator and all that. So when we talk about fashion retail, it is different from the other kind of retail in two aspects broadly. First, the demand is huge and dynamic. When I say dynamic demand, I means like, for example, yourself, you will not wear this cloth in summer or in winter. So there is a seasonality. Then each, as per the body shape, as per the color of the body, as per the or the culture, the demand varies. And it also varies from the gender and everything. So we have to be right on top of each and every customer every day, what the customer would need at that point. So in that sense, it's a very, very dynamic area. It's not compared to, like, for example, a salt. So if there are two types of salt present over there, you will just see like which is better and which is cheaper, and you will just pick up. But in terms of fashion retail, it's huge and it's very dynamic. The second aspect is brand. So we deal with brands. It's not like I said, a table salt. You won't think twice before buying it. But when it comes to going for a brand, you are loyal to a brand. So the brand is pivotal in fashion retail. I hope I
Okay.
made this clear and set a context for the today's discussion.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
In retail
Retail
industry,
industry
which can be
can
understood.
be understood.
And with that,
And with that, as
industry, fashion
industry,
retail,
fashion retail,
Mm-hmm.
this industry,
this
what is
industry, what is
and what
and
does
what does
brand management
brand
is?
management is?
Correct. So, like I said, the brand management is pivotal in this fashion industry. So,
Hmm.
let me ask you this question. You see the simple red T-shirt. What do you
Yeah.
think? How much would be the price for this T-shirt? Just
In
wild
KD,
guess.
In KD,
In KD, it
with
would do, yeah,
10 to 15
10 to 15
10 to
KD.
15.
KD.
Exactly. And what if I told you that I have brought it from Armani, or I just show you a logo of Armani? Then will you change your price tag?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Definitely. What would then be the price of this T-shirt?
I,
I
51
51
100.
100.
Okay, so this T-shirt, the same T-shirt, red color, simple T-shirt, became 50 KD from 15 KD. So this 35 KD is what you are willing to spend for the logo, for the brand Armani, right? So that's the
Yeah.
magic. So when we talk about a brand or a brand management, it's the process, or it's all what we do at the back end to create, deliver, and sustain this value. And it's not just the product, not just the t-shirt, it's about the reputation, it's all about the persona, now clothing has become a way of expressing yourself. So when you wear a Armani or a Nike, it is something you want to associate with. So this is what we do at the back end, and that's why brand is important, right?
Very well said.
Very well said.
Now the
Now
concept
the
of
concept of
fashion retail
fashion retail
clear, especially for people
especially for people
with that
with that
field.
field.
Mm-hmm.
For us,
For
us people out there
out there,
to become a brand
become a
manager,
brand manager.
what guidance you
What
would like
guidance you would like
them to follow your path?
to your path?
Okay, because this brand management is a very wide term, and I've been doing it for 8 years. So I'll tell you in just like in few sentence what it means. So the first motto for us would be having right product in right place at right time at right price and in right quantity. So we called it as a golden rule of retail, the 5 R's. Now, coming to the brand management process, so there are so like you see, you would be knowing that we have seasons. So there is a summer season, winter season, fall, fashion shows, all that happens, and there's like a process. Like someone has to buy this product, then they have to allocate, they have to price it and send it to the stores, and the stores managers and the store associate will take care of it. So that's the general supply chain of a retail manager. But talking about the roles and talking about the people who are interested in going into fashion retail, so I would broadly divide the whole functionary into two aspects. So one is the store based, what we all are familiar with. When we enter a mall, there is a store and there are people who would be serving the customers. So that forms the operation part of retail, which we call retail operations. And in that, the roles would be we would be having a sale associate, which is the entry level job. So anyone who has a decent communication skill can join a firm and get trained and then serve the customer. So that's the most basic sale associate job. The next job, which the people who are more creative and have some background with interior designing, they can go into visual merchandising, A visual merchandiser is responsible for how the store look. So to make it
Okay.
attractive and pleasing for the customer. So that's what a visual merchandiser does. So these two people, they are working from the stores and
Okay.
they form a operation team. So that is one part of retail. Coming to the head office is where the magic happens, where what I told you, the 5 hours that gets implemented. Again, per se, only for the fashion retail industry, we have two very special uh, jobs. One is the buyer, and another is the merchandiser. So a buyer, by definition, like obviously he is responsible for buying. So when I say right product, so he is the person who would have a fashion designer, who would have a fashion knowledge, and he would go and talk to the suppliers and get the right product for the brand. So that's the
Mm-hmm.
buyer. Then apart from that, talking about what price we need to fix, when do we need to allocate it, which store it should go, how much quantity should be going, and tracking the performance so that we have to replenish. So talking about the supply chain, the inventory, the planning, so that is taken care by another team which is good with analytics. So that's the merchandisers or per se planners. So now we had store people, then we had a buying. So buying is basically all the fashion designer people, and then the third one are more analytical, which are the merchandisers. So I
Okay.
come from analytical background, which are the merchandiser. Now these
Okay.
three people coming together makes a brand, and obviously there would be IT, marketing, HR, finance, which is as good as like all the other company has it. So the same retail company also has this shared services. So,
Okay.
per se, if anyone wants to join, based on his expertise, his knowledge, and his qualification, he can enter any of this funnel. He can start from the stores or he can enter from.
Abhinav, you're breaking up. Uh, Abhinav, you were breaking up. Can you just say last sentence again? You are breaking up. Abhinav, can you hear me? Okay, I think I just. You were breaking up. That's why I asked. Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you. Please go ahead, Abhinav.
Go ahead.
Abhinav, just
Yeah,
if you want me to
For
invite
me,
you again,
invite
it
you
would be
again.
better
Be better.
because we cannot
Because we
understand.
cannot understand.
Will that be
Will
okay?
that be okay?
yeah. What I heard, I'm trying to rephrase. So I'll just summarize my last answer. So we spoke about different roles in retail industry. Specifically, there are three kinds. One is the store based, which is the sale associate and the visual merchandiser. Then coming to the head office, we spoke about buyers and we spoke about merchandisers. So buyers, as the name suggests, are responsible for buying the right product, and while merchandiser is responsible for making it on the right quantity at the right price and at the right time and the right place. So basically, what we call as allocation, distribution, pricing, sales implementation, OTB planning, budgeting, those kind of things. So for a buyer, it has to be a fashion background, an IFD or some degree in fashion designing. For planners or merchandisers, they need to know Excel first and foremost. They need to be coming from the analytical background or a
Okay.
supply.
Okay. Okay, all right. That was a detailed explanation of my answer. I'm sure viewer out there are liking so detailed information, and definitely it is going to help them if they are planning to pursue their career in this field. My next question, I think it's almost answered in the previous question, but if you think then please you question was how working with retail companies throws a light on.
Yeah, you're back again. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Yes, I
you.
can hear you.
You got the question,
You got the
Bina?
question, Bina?
Yeah, I got the first part. You wanted to emphasize on the roles, is it?
On re, on re,
On re,
and if you can
and
brief
if you
about
can
the
brief
structure,
about the structure,
which I think you have
which I think you
already
have already
Mm-hmm.
done.
done.
Yeah, I'll just try to answer what I could get. It's about
Yes,
the yes. Yeah, what I could recollect is the different job roles you wanted to tell, which I've already spoken, but again I'll rephrase. There are two ways. One is the store centric operations, and one is the head office centric, which is merchandising and buying. And talking about like different within that, in our it varies based on, like, for example, when I was working with Alshaya, each of the brand, the one which I was working with, they had only 23 stores. So a brand manager of that, compared to the current company where I'm working, we have more than 200 stores. So we can't compare these two brand managers. And same goes for a merchandiser. So for the current, which will be having a 200, so it's more than a $2 billion dirham company. So in that case, what happens is we have a different layers. So there is an assistant merchandiser, a senior merchandiser, and merchandising manager. But for a small brand having only 20 stores, one person will handle all of this. You're getting it? And it also
yes,
depends
yes.
on, yeah, if it is a host brand or a franchise brand. If it's a host brand, then there would be a huge, like, lot of fashion designers, the trendings, and all that will happen. But if it's a franchise, then they'll be only doing the selection. So the host brand
Okay,
will determine all. For example, Zara. So Zara is very centric, like central model. So they govern all the brand guidelines. They do the selection. They do all the designing, and all the franchise has to do is select from the universal pack.
okay.
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 I'm really
I'm
liking
really
the
liking
fact that
the
you
fact that you
stand
stand
explaining us
leading
that
us,
even people
that even people,
and
and
most of our
most
viewers
of our viewers
from
from
background,
background,
we are
we
understanding
are
in a
understanding
perspective.
in a perspective.
Thank you for that.
For that,
I will
I will,
like
like,
as per
as per
Indian
Indian
economic
economic,
that retail
that retail
fashion
fashion industry,
industry
industry
due to
due to
how it
how
has
it has
impacted.
impacted.
Yeah, Nasima, I knew that you would be asking me this question, and it makes me very nervous to tell you that retail industry is one of the most affected areas after travel and tourism. And because now we are in like third month in GCC per se. So what has happened is we have been affected both ways. First, when it started in January and February in China, so most of the retail companies, they source their products from China, India, and Bangladesh. Similarly for us. So when
True,
China
true.
was under lockdown, we were not able to procure items, and that time we wanted to prep for the Ramadan, so the biggest month for us. So that time we had a supply problem. We were not able to do that. When we were trying to compensate with other companies in India or Pakistan or Bangladesh, and then come March and April, this part of the world went into lockdown. So then there is a demand shock. So April was completely shut for us. May, because of the Ramadan, few of the stores started, and we had limited hours of working of the mall, and we don't know what will happen next. So there was a revenue dip. So that's a demand problem. And now I can say on an average, the figures are like 30% down. Revenues are 30% down. That puts a lot of pressure on the costs. And in retail company, there are three costs. One is the rent we pay to the landlord. One is the salary because it's a biggest employer. You have so many stores, staff, you have supply chain and all of. So it's a labor intensive company and we have to pay a lot of salaries. So that becomes a lot chunk of our cost. And the third one is the cost of the inventory because every time we have like a 60 days payment terms and we have to pay the interest on the inventory we are carrying. So what we are doing right now, or all the retailers are doing is, first is the government has asked the mall management to give some waive off on the rents. Most of the malls they operate in revenue sharing basis, so that's fine. But if it's a fixed rent, then everyone is trying and asking them to absorb some of the cost. The second thing is the salary. We all know how bad the situation is going to be and is happening. So based on the labor laws and the company specific policies, some of the people are being told to take leaves and all that. So this is how people are managing here in retail. And the third is the inventory, which everyone is trying to get the working capital loan. So right now, I would say the situation is still somehow people are managing, but to tell you the truth, only few brands will make it to the next day. And I hear Gap is already in the verge of declaring a bankruptcy as we speak. So yeah, situation is not so good. Uh, but yeah, that's how it is.
My heart
My
goes
heart
to
goes to
the fashion
fashion
industry
in
and all
all
recover from
recover
this
from
crisis.
this.
But
But
despite of
despite of
enough
enough,
that
that
did the
did
future
the
of
future of
fashion
fashion
19
19
pandemic.
pandemic.
Yeah, because I've already spoken the worst case scenario. Let me talk
Yeah.
about 6 months forward. What can happen? Or
Now I can hear you.
Now I can hear you.
okay, did you get the first part, or should I repeat it?
First part, I
First
only
part,
the last.
only the last.
Okay. So what I was saying is there are two emerging trends which I can comprehend. One is the omnipresent, omni-channel presence. So all the brands, one we saw is like online presence. Everyone has their own website. But going beyond that, there are trends like subscription model, r-commerce, social commerce, these kind of trends which are very innovative, which are focused on problem solving for the customers. and they want to be pervasive. For example, Nike. So it is online, offline. They are selling through WhatsApp. They are selling through Instagram. They are selling through affiliations. So everywhere. So that's the kind of connection a brand needs to make with the consumer. So that's the first part. The second
Hmm.
trend, which I think is happening around here, is the digital transformation. So I'll give you an example. Like imagine 5 years from now, uh, you are like sitting at 10 o'clock and you get a message that tomorrow morning you have an interview, and it's like,
Hmm. Okay. Okay. It would be really great if they are providing everything for the interview. Why not? Boy. Abhinav, your voice is completely breaking. Are you with us? Yeah. After the, it
After
would be
the, it would be
according to your side.
according to your size.
yes. So I was talking about customization. So just imagine like what Amazon knows about you, or Google knows about you, or Facebook knows about you. Imagine the same kind of information with the brand. So they know exactly where you are, what suits you, what have you bought from others, and all that. And then they'll create a customized solution, a dress maybe, with with all what you need. So that's the kind of problem solving which will be required. So for that, we need to amend all the process at the back end. So our customer database, our inventory, everything is lying here and there, because these this retail companies will be were working from so long, and this AI and this new kind of companies, the data science, we have not yet fully realized the potential of this new technology. So going forward, I think they'll play a pivotal role in the fashion retail. And
Okay. After post. Firstly, I really wish that the curve of demand and supply get back to normal, and then the points which you said, how we can go advance in terms of different lining and custom. I really have to get back to life, get back. Thank you so much, Abhinav, for giving people's voice. We had a time in spite of a bit network problem. We did enjoy, and I'm sure our viewers must have some of them watching you after listening to all your insightful information, detailed fashion industry. So much. Meeting there. No problem. No problem, Abhinav. Thank you so much. That was Abhinav Dharwala on branding management. It was a quite insightful information about the field, about fashion retail industry, but unfortunately a bit of a network problem. And but I really hope the video come out really well, because it happened previously as well where the network connection wasn't that great, but the video was quite good. So I really hope that it works in video, and whoever is there, whoever are there, our viewers, I hope you enjoy listening to Abhinav Dharwala. With that, signing off, Nasima Khan from People's Voice. Stay safe, stay home. Good night.